Friends, let me share a story with you. Once, there lived a young boy who was thrown out of his kindergarten because of his incessant crying. His mother then decided to homeschool him for a few years. He turned out to be consistently good in his academics, topped the entire state of Gujarat in his grade 12, and earned a prestigious merit-based scholarship during his engineering. He began his corporate career in a reputed MNC and continued his winning streak for 8+ years, winning multiple awards for his outstanding performances. But suddenly, there was a twist in his story. The director sitting up there probably decided to put some ups and downs, just like the Bollywood, to make his movie a blockbuster at the box office. So one fateful night, this young guy was coming out of the washroom. He fell down like a pack of cards. He could not get up on his feet, as if it had no power. Neurosurgeons confirmed severe paralysis, waist up. But this was not all. A bigger shock was coming his way to smash him. Scans revealed last-stage cancer due to tumors in his entire spine. Doctors gave him 6 weeks of survival. But this young man gathered all his inner strength and resolved to fight against cancer. Doctors were initially reluctant to even start his treatment, convinced that it was a terminal case. But looking at the indomitable spirit of this guy, they had to agree. Next day was his birthday. Everyone feared that it could be his last. But he insisted, since he was facing an unsparing enemy, his treatment should begin right away, and it will be his biggest birthday gift. 12 months of chemotherapy, radiation, and physiotherapy yielded. Finally, that day came. He was declared 100% cancer-free. The joy of his family had no bounds. Feeling top of the world, this young guy was looking forward to get back to his corporate career. But the struggles of this young man was not over. The director sitting up there turned the plot upside down one more time. He was told by the eye doctors that he was about to lose his complete eyesight due to an untreatable eye condition within 3 months. He found himself slipping into deep despair. Fears of uncertainty were gripping him from all directions. Ladies and gentlemen, that cancer winner is now standing right in front of you. And as I navigated through the inversions and loops of my roller coaster life, I have metamorphed myself from a corporate professional to being the first 100% blind manager at Reserve Bank of India, Gujarat. As I turn, I'm here to share with you how I turned my setbacks into a success story. How did this transition occur from a blind person who had no clue about earning a livelihood to someone who was conferred with the National Award by the Government of India for being the best visually impaired employee of the country. I'm here to share with you my secret mantra that kept me going when the whole world around me was falling apart. But first, how about some fun? Let me ask you a couple of questions. Generally, you would raise your hand or nod your head. But as you all can see, that I cannot see. So you guys need to do something different. So be a little noisy, make some sound like clapping your hands. Is it okay?
Yes.
So there I go. How many of you are using 3G on your smartphones? Please clap. Wow, this is such a wonderful interactive audience. Friends, it might be a small gesture for you guys, but believe me, This makes a big difference while interacting with persons with disability. Moving on. How many of you are on 4G? Wow. I hope no one is still on 2G. You must all be thinking, hey, what is going on? Guess what? I have been operating at my secret 5G since many years. Please don't tell China and USA about it. China and USA, who are both competing for the 5G supremacy, need not worry about this at all. Because my 5G is not a telecom network. Rather, it is a set of 5 timeless principles that I lean upon to bounce back each time I face adversities. My first G, go on with grit. I lost my eyesight gradually over a period of 3 months. During that time, I had sleepless nights and nightmares, for I was not sure if I will be able to see the next day's morning sun. Time was running out to look into the loving eyes of my mother, not knowing when it will be my last time. I wanted to forever hold in my mind's eye the images of my nephew and nieces, for I was horrified that I'll never see how beautifully they grow up to be. I was shattered. I was finding it tough to even put toothpaste on my toothbrush. I was getting crestfallen, to say the least. And to compound my woes, I was getting crushed under a heavy load of being a financial burden on my parents in my prime youth. Circumstances were generously giving me plenty of reasons to resent my life and to give up. And I almost did that. But not for too long, as I remembered how a soldier on a battleground, when injured, is trained to fall forward so that he can quickly get up on his feet. I realized that the universe has given me a second chance, so I decided to start my life afresh. Literally with a clean slate in my hand. For I had to relearn reading and writing my alphabets all over again using Braille script. But I moved on. I installed spatial screen reader softwares in my smartphone and laptop that allowed me to use my gadgets to a great extent. And then there was no looking back. Without any formal coaching class and despite my non-commerce background, I cracked multiple competitive exams and interviews in my first attempt. I joined as a manager in India's central bank, and with the spirit of my first G, I marched ahead to be recognized in my badge as the trainee with the outstanding overall performance. And eventually, I became the first blind person in the whole world to complete a certification course conducted by IMF Washington, D.C. I have learned that when facing obstacles, it's best to flow, like how a mountain spring navigates around the boulders coming its way. It goes over the rocks or it goes through them, but it goes on. My second G, go within. I believe that this is the foundation of all other G's. For this is how I derive power to go on. So every day, I take out a few minutes to take a deep dive within, to explore the beauty of my inner cosmos. I used to do so even when I was lying inert for several months, paralyzed on my hospital bed, through yogic breathing and pranayama. I never ever miss my Sudarshan Kriya and meditation, even if it means that I have to wake up as early as 2:30 a.m., complete my daily practice before catching up my flight at 5 a.m. I believe that going within is my biggest investment. For the returns on the investment, ROI, is a phenomenal jump in my willpower. As crazy as it may sound, but I feel a connection with my inner core, even while doing really cool adventure stuff, like whitewater rafting in ice-cold waters of Ladakh, or zip lining between the mountain ranges of Rishikesh over the mighty Ganga, or better still, wrapping down a 50 feet vertical wall. I keep wondering that my blindness is actually a blessing in disguise, for it allows me to repose in my inner self effortlessly, even when I am caught up in a chaotic situation. And I don't need to be on a yoga mat to achieve that tranquility. Isn't it great?
Yes.
Wow!
Wow.
And this brings me to my third G, gaping in wonder. Often, when we are struck with hardships, we get stuck to a question, why me? Why? Out of so many people, only I have to go this predicament? For quite some time, my mind was being bombarded with similar nagging thoughts. Why? My movie's director chose to put all possible plot twists, first the paralysis, then last stage cancer, and as if it was not enough, finally a permanent loss of eyesight. These questions were effectively eroding away the buildup of positive energy that I was gaining through my discipline of going within. And I had to somehow plug this leakage of positivity. It took just a small shift in my focus as I began wondering that, wow, my director gave me this tough role. Probably he found me the best fit for this. And as I began to move away from why to wow, magic began to happen. My physio friend, who was treating my paralysis, one day introduced me to his father, who was visually impaired from his childhood. Uncle came into my life from nowhere, but just when I needed him so badly, like a savior, he pumped up my self-confidence sky high. As I look back in the hindsight, I get goosebumps, for I'm baffled that out of thousands of physios in my city, how come the divine chose that particular one for my treatment whose father was already blind? I'm so grateful to this father-son duo for bringing me back on my feet. And this brings me to my fourth G, being grateful. When my life was thrown into darkness, an army of volunteers came forward to help me in so many ways, recording for hours together not so interesting chapters from the economy textbooks. But I am grateful that I could learn from them their selfless attitude of giving back and contributing to the persons around them. I am grateful that with my inner eyes, I am more sensitive to the pains of the disadvantaged people. I am grateful to the divine that it gave me a chance to experience two lives in one lifetime. It almost sounds like I offered buy one get one free. I owe my life to my parents, my support system of family, friends and well-wishers who literally pulled me out from the clutches of death and gave me a new birth. In fact, these days, if anyone asks me about my age, back comes my reply that, hey, I'm hardly 7 years old in this new world. This new world of darkness has given me so much that I can't hold myself from giving back. And this brings me finally to my fifth G, giving back. I feel so fortunate that my life story is inspiring cancer fighters and their caregivers, not just in India, but even in USA. Using my own example, I convince them that fighting cancer is more of a mental game. I drive home this point that pain could be inevitable, but suffering is definitely optional. I feel lucky that I'm able to reach out to so many paralyzed, bedridden people, helping them to energize themselves and be happy no matter what. I feel blessed that I'm an instrument of career guidance, both for persons with disabilities and others as well. I feel that I'm on the right path as I use my weekend breaks hopping around universities, NGOs and other platforms, inspiring the youth to unleash their potential. I'm grateful to the TEDx and youth at MLZSAmritsar for giving me a chance to use this weekend for a great purpose, giving back the lessons to the society from my struggles and triumphs. Ironically, I'm able to bring light into the lives of people with my story of darkness. I leave you all with an offer, a jackpot offer. Leverage my unpatented 5G so that you manifest miracles in your life with unbounded willpower. Go out in the playfield and always stay amazing. Video please.
Namaste, this is Bhupendra Tripathi and I belong to the incredible India. 5 years ago, my life was shaken by a tempest. I was dying with severe paralysis. Scans revealed that I had last stage cancer. Doctors gave me just 6 weeks of survival. But with the support of the ideal lady of my life, my mom, I gathered all my inner strength and decided to fight till my last breath. After 13 months of relentless struggle, there I was standing victorious in my twin battles against cancer and paralysis. But probably destiny wanted to test my resilience even more. Within a few months, I lost my complete vision with my eyes. The lights from my eyes were ruthlessly taken away, but surely not the bunch of my dreams. I now had a cherished dream to undertake an extremely challenging 32 miles circumambulating path around the sacred Mount Kailash, tucked in the Trans-Himalayan range. It is located in the Mount Roof of the World or the Tibet. This 19,600 feet high altitude trek involves rugged terrain, inclement weather, and demands an unprecedented level of physical endurance, mental stamina, and team building. I would love to take upon this epic ultimate journey of my life to rediscover my potential, to break the entrenched stereotypes, and to tell the whole world that a blind person can cross not just the barriers but even the mighty mountain.